We're going to try to calculate the contagion here because investors are not expecting much in terms of recouping their funds here. A bankruptcy filing, a Chapter 11 filing, had showed that they expect about 1 million creditors here tied to FTX that has very little hope in getting their money back. Now, if we take a look at the early days of the saga, one by one, funds and brokerages are disclosing the money at stake with FTX. And for some of them, like Mike Novogratz's Galaxy Digital, a $77 million exposure is only 4% of that firm's capital. But for others, like Galos Capital, the famous hedge fund that warned of the pending doom of the Luna token that collapsed this year, the exposure is much more significant relative to assets. Novogratz told me that he believes many hedge funds and protocols could fail if those protocols had kept their treasuries at FTX or other exchanges that may start to face more hiccups. And as this contagion is calculated, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao said he is seeking to form an industry recovery fund. And that's an idea that's met with some camaraderie, but also some skepticism. Justin Sun of the Tron Network said his affiliated companies support the idea, but others like Peter Schiff, an investor who believes the promise of blockchain is there, he said it's not a good idea to be throwing good money after bad. In the meantime, fingers are pointing everywhere. Both individual and professional investors are poised to collectively lose billions of dollars, while regulators are racing to keep up and authorities across the U.S. and Bahamas are untangling FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried's empire. Where a Bloomberg assessment of the company's balance sheet has shown very few liquid assets to recover, there are also questions behind why venture capitalists enable the empire to grow so quickly without seats on the board or a better view of the company's finances. And in that way, the contagion has spread to a much bigger group of investors who may have to change the way they do business. They now have to answer, how did this happen in the first place?